Vance Rosentreater here. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. Right now we're going to show you the process I use to apply the epoxy resin to the bowling alley countertop. First of all, I got epoxy resin from the hardware store. Lowe's is where I got this stuff from. It was fairly inexpensive, so I decided I'm going to practice with this before I buy the high quality product that I special ordered. Anyway, this was a fun process to experiment with, and definitely read the instructions, follow the procedures very correctly when you're using epoxy resin, because there's a lot of variables that are temperamental per se. So, and there's a lot of things that are pretty flexible too. There's a lot of characteristics about epoxy that's forgiving, but there's also some things that are not forgiving. So it's very important to do the thorough research and take the time to learn, and maybe even do some practicing before you apply epoxy on your first expensive product. So anyway, this is the prototype here, which if you're interested in this prototype piece, send me a message. If you have any cool ideas for the legs, or maybe a cabinet or something to go underneath of that, leave a comment. What do you think I should make out of this prototype slab? It's actually pretty cool. I got it in my music practice room at the moment, and I really, really love metal music, by the way. Lots of different techniques to prepare the countertop for epoxy. A lot of sanding, obviously. I put one layer of epoxy before I cut the corner out where the post goes, just to kind of protect the edges from splintering when I cut it, because there's nails in there. Also, notice how I used the router previously, and I routed the bottom end with like that real small 1/8 inch radius router bit. That's so the epoxy can roll down that bottom edge and create a nicer finish on the bottom part of it. Unfortunately, a little bug decided to land in my product while it was wet. So if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and ask them in the comments section. Share, subscribe. Luckily, I was able to save this old scrap countertop. I might make a router table out of it someday. Really appreciate you checking out my YouTube channel. And I built some little shelves that go underneath the edge of this countertop. So that'd be kind of cool. I'll include them as a subtle guest appearance. But yeah, made these shelves. And here they are. They're right there. Some shelves. Anyway, appreciate you watching my YouTube video. And this concludes the video series of building a bowling alley countertop with rounded corners made of walnut.